What's up everyone, back for another beer review, and today is the continuation of Mixed Six Pack theme month here on the channel. And the beer I'm reviewing today comes from the Stone Brewing Company, and they're out of both Escondido, California and Richmond, Virginia, and this is their Scorpion Bowl IPA. So this is an American IPA, comes in at 7.5% alcohol by volume, 76 IBUs at the time of review. This bottle is approximately 1 month old. So when it comes to Stone, there was a time when I would pretty much buy every single new Stone release, somewhere around 2012 to 2015. If there was a new Stone release, I was gonna grab it. And then around 2015-16, I started becoming a little bit disappointed in Stone. A lot of their offerings started to become more hit or miss. So I didn't buy all the new releases. I would pick and choose. And truth be told, over the past couple years, I just haven't bought a lot of Stone products in general. I reviewed a few on the channel, their Grapefruit Slam IPA, which I enjoyed, and their Wood Stout, which is fantastic. So when I saw this in the Mixed Six location, when I was grabbing the beers for this week, I was like, man, you know what, I'm gonna review a Stone beer. And then I saw it was pretty fresh when I picked this up. It was about 3 weeks old. It's a month old now, and I was like, yeah, A, it's fresh. B, it's a beer I haven't had from them before. And C, I haven't reviewed a lot of Stone beer, so here we are. So this one is brewed with Mosaic, Loral, and Mandarina Bavaria hops. And I'd imagine Scorpion Bowl IPA means they're kind of going for like a punch bowl, maybe, you know, a big fruity beer. It says a punch to the stinger. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I really like I said, their Grapefruit Slam IPA I did earlier this year. Their Mocha IPA is one of my favorite IPAs from them. I don't think they've released that in a couple of years. I don't ever see that beer anymore, so I want to bring back the Mocha IPA. I know a lot of people don't like that one, but there's a lot of people like myself who love it, and I'd like to see the Mocha IPA back. So anyway, let's give it a pour here and see what we got going on. So, like I said, when it comes to Stone, they've been hit or miss for about, you know, last 3 or 4 years, but I used to love all their offerings. Like, I don't know what happened for my palate personally, but just how it is. So this pours out this really deep golden orange color. It's got some chill haze, it looks like. It's filtered, but there's a little bit of haziness in there, about a half finger of an off-white creamy looking head, some decent carbonation. Yeah, it looks like an old school West Coast style IPA, honestly. Let's get a nose. It smells pretty nice. So they're using Mosaic, Loral, and Mandarina Bavaria. So I was thinking I would get probably a big berry punch, a lot of tropical fruits. On the nose, it's more citrus, I think, like the Mandarina Bavaria. A lot of orange and tangerine. Yeah, somewhat pithy, like orange peel. There's a little bit of that berry, like a nondescript, like red berry, I would say, almost like a more of a strawberry than a raspberry. Like a lot of Stone beers. Decent pine kick to this one, like a resinous quality overall to the nose, a little bit of dankness as well. Yeah, it doesn't smell as fruity as anticipated based on, I don't know, just, they have a whole spiel on the back, like all of Stone's beers. It's like 37 paragraphs and just, you know, insane. I'm not going to read it, but they kind of talk about, like, you know, the fruity aspect of this one. But yeah, it smells pretty good. It's not super tropical or stone fruitish. It's more to the, like I said, citrus side with a little bit of those berry components, and then a little bit of like resinous pine and dankness. But it doesn't smell bad. It actually smells pretty solid, so let's give it a go. Cheers. It's pretty good. On the palate, there's a nice like malt base to this one. Not a ton of caramel, but like white bread, a little bit of like biscuity, sweeter, like sweeter bread notes to the malt base. I'm actually getting a decent amount of berries. I'm getting the nondescript red berry that leans more towards like a strawberry, a little bit of blueberry. I feel the Mosaic's presence is being felt right now by my palate. As it passes through the palate, a little bit of like peachy, like apricot-y, got a hair, I think, over here. Apricot-y type of like stone fruit vibe. And then right midway through the palate, 2/3 of the way through the palate, that's where the bitterness starts to creep in. That's where the resinous pine kicks in. You're left with a semi-dry, pretty big pine blast on the back of the palate. This is not finished clean. There is a lingering resinous pine finish to this one for me. Body at 7.5%, about medium body, so it's pretty appropriate. The mouthfeel is a little bit softer and smoother than I thought it would be. Yeah, I mean, there's carbonation, don't get me wrong, but it has a nice soft smoothness. It's not creamy, just nice and soft and smooth. It's not overly carbonated. It's like lower side of moderate carbonation. 7.5%. There's no booziness, there's no astringency here. Yeah, this actually drinks quite nice. It's, you know, not setting a new standard. This is anything different, and especially it doesn't feel too different for me from Stone. This kind of drinks like a Stone beer. There's a moderate bitterness on the back of the palate. There's a moderate resinous pine kick. You get like the Stone fruit, citrus fruit up front. There's a decent malt base. It drinks pretty easy. I will say by the time I'm done with this bottle, I do think that bitterness is gonna, you know, wreck my palate. I shouldn't say wreck my palate, let me take that back. Not wreck my palate, but it's gonna impact my palate to the point where I'm kind of done with this style right now. This definitely drinks more of like for me, a West Coast style IPA. Not sure if that was their intention or not. I don't think it was, but there definitely is a big, you know, moderate bitterness to this one for my palate. And I just recently drank the Ballast Point Grapefruit Sculpin, and that had like the West Coast, you know, style grabbing resinous pine bitterness. And I like these beers now. I used to not. This was kind of the reason I didn't used to like IPAs back, you know, 7, 8, 9 years ago. Is because I couldn't get over that bitterness. I actually like that nowadays, especially drinking all these New England style IPAs that don't really have any bitterness. I welcome it, I appreciate it more, but at the same time, I'm pretty much one and done with these because by the end of it, my palate's just kind of like devoid of saliva from the lack of sweetness and being more dry, and then just the bitterness builds up to the point where I'm just like, all right, I'm done for now. But yeah, this is a really well done beer. I don't think it's anything amazing or whatever. It's a month old, pretty damn fresh. I'm enjoying it. So I'm going to give the Scorpion Bowl IPA from Stone I'm going to give it a low 4 out of 5. I'm going to go 3.9 out of 5. I think it deserves it. I think it's pretty damn good. It's kind of within, like I said, the Stone wheelhouse, so to speak. I think if you buy this one and you like Stone products, you probably won't be too disappointed with it. You should probably be happy with it, I would assume. I was just hoping for a little bit more like a fruity character to this one, and I didn't get that, but at the same time, I got a pretty damn good beer. So, appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review. If you have this one, let me know what you thought about it. Like I said, price and availability. I don't know the prices on Stone beers too much anymore because I don't really buy them. $1.83 the mixed 6-pack. I'd imagine you can find a 6-pack of this for like 12 to 14 bucks, which is fine for 7.5% IPA. Availability Stone is all over the place now, so most of you should be able to find this one, and yeah, that's it. So, see you later to the next one, which will be tomorrow. Hopefully, it's a beer that I enjoy just like this one because this entire mixed 6-pack theme month has been a lot of fun. So, see you tomorrow. Cheers.